There is an item that most people will never replace, and if you don't, guys, you will slowly destroy your engine and your catalytic converters. We'll explain what it is. Hey guys, welcome back to Auto Repair, guys. Thank you guys for watching and subscribing to the channel. Today will be super helpful video, guys, to any of you having a Dodge Charger. If you have one of those and you have problems where you have excessive smoke coming out of the exhaust and you want to know, okay, what can easily cause that smoke, stay with us. We'll explain that in this video today. There is one item that most people will never replace, and that item should be replaced quite often. If you don't, it can cause smoking, increased oil consumption, it can destroy slowly your engine, catalytic converters, exhaust system, and that can end up in really costly repairs. Stay until the end and we'll explain what it is. Before we start, let me tell you a little bit about us. Every single car we get here at the garage, we try to make, guys, at least 200 to 300 free repair videos. On that Dodge Charger we'll have even more. Why we do that? Because our mission in the shop is to save you as much money as we can. All we need, guys, in return, please subscribe to the channel, like the video, that way we can keep making these free videos, absolutely free. And if you guys need to buy any parts, tools for your Dodge Charger or any car, you want to get them at a good price and quick shipping, you want to save money, check out the link in the description of the video below. That's where we get all our tool supplies from, and we'll share where you can find even additional things. So now what do we have here? 2018 Dodge. Specifically, guys, that's a 3.6, quite common engine, but even if you have a V8 Hemi engine, it will work as well. What can easily cause smoking on Dodge Chargers? Now, one thing, guys, okay, that we need to talk about today. Let's first, okay, talk what can cause smoking, and we'll talk about one simple mistake people make that can easily solve your problem, but if you don't fix it on time, you can actually cause quite a bit of damage to the engine and the exhaust system. So you have, guys, valve seals. Valve seals are on top of the valves. Practically, it doesn't allow engine oil to leak around the valve stem in the cylinder, inside the cylinder. And valve seals, with heat and age, the rubber tends to get really fragile, and it shrinks. So as a result, they will not seal correctly, will start dripping oil. So what can easily help you with that? Motor Oil Saver. That additive is amazing, guys. We'll put the link in the description of the video below where you can get it from, but it's amazing. Liqui Moly Motor Oil Saver. It reduces oil consumption, it reduces smoking because it makes rubber flexible again. It will expand those seals, it will expand gaskets that are leaking, and that can dramatically decrease smoking in your vehicle. Another thing that can cause smoking, dirty oil rings. Okay, and engine flush can often help with that as well. So Liqui Moly engine flush before oil change is a great thing to do as well. Now, but there is one device that most people will never replace, and you're supposed to replace it quite often depending on the engine and model and year. Check your service manual, but sometimes it's as low as 40 to 60,000 miles. It's known as a PCV valve. This is the device, guys. What's the purpose of that valve? Practically, when the engine runs, you have blow-by gas. That blow-by gas will end up in the lower part of the engine, then it will climb all the way to the cylinder valve covers as well, because everything's connected through oil passages. And that pressure needs to come out of the engine, otherwise you'll develop multiple oil leaks, gaskets will start failing, crankshaft seals, and that internal pressure can actually even cause problems to your car as well. So one thing, okay, that they invented is known as a PCV valve, positive crankcase ventilation valve, that valve. But when you have that pressure, those practically air in the engine, it's mixed with oil fumes, vapors, and that valve will separate the oil vapors, okay, that will leak back in the engine, and the clean air will be injected directly in the intake manifold right there, and it will burn through the engine. But if that valve fails, you can start pouring quite a bit of engine oil in the intake manifold, and that can cause the smoking as well. On some BMWs, we've seen to the point where we bought a couple. People said it needed a new engine. All we had to do, replace the PCV valve, and we were done. The BMW is a little bit more complicated. For the older engines they used to have, a little bit older, more complicated system, but it still functions about the same way. So that PCV valve, if it fails, you can start pouring oil in the exhaust, and that can easily, guys, cause that trouble. So you will need to, okay, fix it on time. And another thing, okay, you start pouring that oil in the engine, that can cause dirty oxygen sensors, plugged up catalytic converters. It can cause misfires, and that can cause quite a bit of damages. You know, catalytic converters are expensive to replace nowadays. That can even put back pressure on the engine if not fixed on time. That can lead to more problems. So if you don't take care of your engine, sooner or later, okay, you will pay the price for it. So always, guys, service the PCV valve. Hopefully the video will be helpful. Thank you for watching, and see you guys next time.